Well, welcome back. Um, Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of what the channel is all about. And I'm consider myself a budget racer. Budgets vary from person to person, of course. You know, you would expect that. I don't have a lot of money. Has my build taken a long time? Yes. Am I trying to build the fastest car in the world? No. I do have certain goals in mind that I've always wanted to achieve. I've always built street cars. I've never owned a truck and a trailer. I don't build anything with the intention of it being on a behind a truck on a trailer. Is it smart going to the track sometimes with something that makes a good amount of power? Yes. I've been in that situation. I've broke my last car every single time I took it to the track. I broke something. So I got in the habit of borrowing a truck and trailer when I would take it to the track. When I go to the street races, nothing. I drive it out there, race, drive all over town, whatever, drive it home. Not a big deal. But when I took it to the track, I broke something every single time until I finally weeded out all the weak links. Which brings me back to this car. The reason I'm doing things the way I'm doing them is because I don't want to go through that again. I've taken the time. I'm not in a big hurry. I'm not trying to make any certain races or anything like that. Like I said, I'm building it for me. And if you're getting into racing, keep that in mind. You don't have to be the fastest car in the world. Odds are you're not gonna be. What you do to keep things realistic and not have $40,000 in a car, build what you can afford to throw together, and no matter what it runs, there's always something you can compete in. Whether you're going to go bracket racing, I mean, you don't even have to modify a car to go bracket racing. You can just take a freaking stock car and go out there and run what you run. As long as you run consistent, you can do well bracket racing. You get up into, I'm talking eighth mile times here. You get 8, 7-second cars. There's index classes for those. You can get into that. Which is a lot of fun. It's still technically bracket racing. It's a little different, little twist on it, but still a lot of fun. You can still go out on test and tune nights, find other people to race that have similar cars to yours, and just have fun. Once you get into 6-second cars, your 6-second cars are kind of in the middle. You're getting fast. You're getting real fast. Like quarter mile, you're 10 and high 9-second cars. You're getting real fast. And you're still not competing with the fast guys, which are your low 5, 4-second cars. Those are your crazy fast. But when you start getting into stuff like that, you start getting into higher maintenance costs, and just it becomes a big operation. And that'll usually price you out of it. But if you have a 6, 7, 8-second car, that is a fun car. Is it the fastest thing in the world? No, it's not. Can you go out and have fun with it anytime you want to and not really worry too much about breaking a whole bunch of stuff? Yeah, you can. It's a good time. You can drive them just about anywhere. You can do anything you want to do with them. But the main thing is, if you're getting into it, Find a car that you like that's not expensive and doesn't have to be a V8 car. It could be whatever you're into. Anything in the world can be made fast. Just, it's easier to go fast with certain things. But find something that you like, that you can afford, and then do little things to it and build from there. And you can build it up gradually over time, which is what I'm doing, but mine's a little more, well, like I said, I have a goal in mind. I mean, I want a 5-second car I can drive anywhere. That's my goal. Am I trying to go out there and beat everyone in the world? No. Am I going to? No. Can I go out there and have fun just about any time? Yes. But again, back to the budget thing, I'm not made of money. I have very little money. So I've had this car for going on 5 years now. I've got a motor built here, a nice LS. I had originally built a small block Chevy and threw it in there for what I have in that. I think total investment in that engine, I had maybe $1,500. And it had aluminum heads, roller cam, flat top pistons, all cast bottom ends, stock crap. But it was just a thrown together motor to actually go out and prove a point. But I ended up not doing that because I didn't want to break other parts that I needed for this build. Now, I've spent a lot of money on my transmission. Had it built, great transmission. The rear end, I've built, like I got a housing out of another car from someone, took it to a friend of mine. He cut it down, put all the factory brackets on it so I can bolt it into this. I had to buy an aftermarket bracket for the torque arm setup because that's a unique, stupid setup I hate in these cars, but whatever. Got that all welded in. The rear end is in the car now. Still putting my brakes on, doing other stuff like that. But my brand new engine's here, brand new transmission's there, brand new rear end is there. The entire drivetrain is there. Right now, I need my torque converter, and then I can put the engine in, and it's all kind of downhill from there. But again, it's been 5 years. So it is what it is. You've seen my buddy Henry's car on here. We've got very little money in it. I mean, when we did the LS swap, he started with a short block. So he's got more money in that than he had in the 400 that was in it before. But the 400 had a cracked block, and we had issues with it. The LS, it's got its own issues that we're working through, but we're able to take it out and have fun with it. I mean, it runs okay. I mean, it runs decent times. It should run better, and it will. But it just takes time to get it there. And that's all I wanted to put out there today, is if you're going to get into the sport, don't go into it thinking, I'm going to build the baddest car in the world. Because, unless you're independently rich, you don't have the bankroll for that. So build something fun build something you like. It doesn't matter how fast it is, because you can always find something to compete in. But just build something you like and can have fun with. And that's what makes it all fun. But until next time, I'm out.